I forgot. I need to put this before this video. This is spoilers for spoilers for this series. Just if you haven't read the books, I wouldn't watch this video. Sorry guys. I kind of slipped the lid on a couple spoilers and important plot points. So my bad. See you in the episode 7 review later. All right, everyone, we are going to be looking at the preview for episode 7 of The Wheel of Time. I don't know if the episode title is up yet, but the little preview here, we've got a picture. We got some Matt this episode. So I actually did not watch this after episode 6. I know they air them after those. So let's take a look and see. And I am going to react and discuss to it. Let's go.
I remember her at that age.
All right, they're setting up beef.
We tried our way, Murray, and we nearly lost everything.
Okay.
And this whole thing you're doing with Swan.
Swan?
It puts all of it, the last battle, the fate of the world in jeopardy.
What?
What does the amulet suit want from me?
All
It's
right.
a trial. I saw what she did to the last man who called himself Dragon. Whatever comes, face it on your feet.
Okay.
Prepare him for what is to come.
What's he doing down here? Is that Landveer? Are they burning down the foregate? All right. Let me go back through that and do it in much more slow-mo. All right. So this is the dude that was in the ward that Rand was supposed to. I think Rand is learning how to sword fight from this guy now. That's one thing I just don't quite understand that they tried to do this season, and I guess we'll find out what their plan is. I hope that's who this is. I'll sound stupid if it's not. And obviously, he's got something going on where he's pretty zazzed about. Can I X-ray this? Will it? Oh, okay. Nope. The cast just has everybody in it. Will it say what his name is, though? Or is this just everybody? Yeah, no. Okay. Fuck me. This scene of Leandrin just staring at this portrait of Moiraine. I assume this is in House Damodred, because they're all in Carian right now. Curious what this is about, but it's definitely showing some serious beef between Leandrin and Moiraine.
I remember her at that age.
I remember her at that age. One thing this kind of sets up, her remembering her at this age, is Leandrin going to remember Moiraine and Swan being tight and being friends with each other when they were younger? That's going to be a big... Spoilers. All right, hold on. These are spoilers, 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 spoilers. If you haven't read the series, screw off. Sorry about that. I'll do a little bloop at the beginning of the video. Is Leandrin going to be the one that kind of spills the beans on Moiraine and Swan working together? Because that's like part of... Is that part of when Swan gets disposed... Whatever that word is. Fucking booted. Is like part of it from Leandrin? Because is she going to remember them being friends 20 years ago? So when things go down in this episode and like Rand gets away... Is it going to be proof on that case? Is she going to be part of that?
I remember her at that age.
That looks like the face of beef, though. All right, Swan Sanche is in Carian, the Amerlin seat. And who is this
We
approaching?
tried our way, Murray,
We got
and we nearly
Moiraine
lost everything.
and Swan. Okay, so I'm sure this is just them setting up public beef between Swan Sanche and Moiraine. We'll see how they do that, but I'm sure that's going to be like what this is. And then the foregate's being raised, and we have... Is this just the Amerlin seat
And this whole thing-
sitting up here while things are burning down? And then we got Bald Lady.
You're doing with
Man.
Swan. It puts all of it.
All right, who's up here? Lady. Gang. All right.
The last battle, the fate of the world in jeopardy.
What does the amulet?
Okay, what is that? All right, there's two. So what is Moiraine bitching at Lan about? So we got the Forgate
And this
burning
whole
down.
thing you're doing with Swan, it puts all of it. The last battle.
I wonder if it's on fire because Lanfear catches up, and that whose the hand was? Is that her like starting the fires or something like that? I don't know. And then Swan and
tried our
gang
way,
are just
Moiraine,
chilling up there.
and we nearly lost everything.
And this whole thing you're doing with
I wish
Swan,
I could make this
it
go
puts
away.
all of it. The last battle, the fate of the world in jeopardy.
What does the amulet seek want from me? Is this a trial? I saw what she did to the last man who called himself Drake. Whatever comes, face it on your feet.
Hey, whatever comes, face it on your feet. All right, so it looks like we are getting our Faldara scene from the beginning of book 2, and they've just moved it to Carian, which honestly, yeah, works. Lan basically telling Rand face it on his feet before he essentially says he should have been gone. So I wonder if Lan is going to have any play in the disappearance of Rand, because I'm going to take a wild gander that the Aes Sedai in general are going to, this is Rand basically in a basement. Someone's going to let him out of here. So this is, I'm guessing this is him jailed in Carian. And so he's got to get out of there. And who's going to help him get out? I don't know. I wonder if they'll make it Matt, to be honest with you. That would be like a good homecoming kind of thing. Good feel-good boys. Maybe it's Matt and Min. I don't know. Or Lan? Who knows? To help him get out of there. I'm going to roll the dice and say Matt Cawthon is going to be involved in the freeing of Rand from wherever he is right now. But watch
And this whole thing you're doing with Swan,
shit, my volume's
it puts
probably
all
way
of
too
it.
high.
The last battle, the fate of the world in jeopardy.
What does the
I have no predictions on what that argument between Lan and Moiraine is about, because I kind of spent last week being convinced that Lan and Moiraine were kind of like playing things. Moiraine was sprinkling to Lan, and then Lan was kind of investigating Alana and her warders, and like I honestly thought it was kind of maybe coming together some grand scheme that they both cooked up. So them arguing with each other is curious, unless Lan is teaching Rand basically how to rely on himself, and Moiraine doesn't like it because she wants to be able to control Rand better. Now we have Lan and Rand here, and Rand, maybe it's just a lesson thing. I don't know if he's because like the fact that he's so smooth. Maybe it's a training session.
What does the amulet seek want from me?
Yeah, maybe.
Is this a trial?
But do not tell me he's gonna beat fucking Turok the dinosaur hunter in one-on-one combat with 5 minutes of lessons from Lan. I know, honestly, book 1 and 2, Lan teaches them, and it's very off-screen, but there is a lot of time that passes there, and we could assume blah, 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 but it is a stretch even in the books that they all become as competent as they do with blades. Plot armor, the pattern demands it, yada, yada, yada. But this one little night in Hollywood to figure this out is a little not great.
I saw what she did to the last man who called himself.
All right, so I'm guessing this scene here, not this low gain scene, but the last one with Swan, is probably going to be a very close match to the one in Faldara, where Swan basically admits that she's going to let Rand go because he needs to fulfill the prophecies to become the Dragon Reborn. Low gain.
Whatever comes, face it on your feet.
I am looking forward to seeing that stubborn Two Rivers boy face down the Amarlin seat.
Prepare him for what is to come.
And they're talking about prepare him for what is to come. Who says
She
that?
did to the last man who called himself Drake. Whatever comes, face it on your feet.
Prepare him for what is to come.
I'm guessing that was that Moraine or Swan. Either way, I think it's Moraine yelling at Lan, basically saying, prepare Rand for what is to come. So maybe that sets up then that scene where we saw Rand with the sword or something. So maybe that's like basically her telling Lan, hey, prep Rand before we fucking push him out the door on that super secret, top secret mission. Is this Lanfear's arm? Did she make it to the foregate? Wait, it's way too early for the scene where Moraine in Lanfear is like blowing up the docks, and it's way too early for that. Like, I feel like Avienda needs to be there, like Egwene needs to be there, Rand needs to be there. Like, there needs to be so much more for that to be a monumental scene. So that I don't think that's going to be that, but I do think it might be that was Lanfear's arm, right? Lanfear maybe getting to Karya and causing problems because she's pissed. But yeah, anyways, that was the preview for episode 7, and I am super jazzed because I was a big fan of episode 6. And if this is anything like episode 6, then it's going to be a fucking great episode. My only concern is the downtime, or not the downtime, the fucking runtime. So we're talking in this episode that we have to have like setup of the Amerlin being in Karya and all the sisters talking to each other. We've got to build up the beef between Liandrin and Moraine, and maybe the division between the sisters and Swan Sanche. We've got Lan and Moraine having their conversation, basically telling her to Lan to train Rand. We've got Lan and Rand training. We've got Rand being imprisoned after or before Rand speaking to Swan. I'm guessing that prison scene is Lan takes him there. So I think Rand starts the episode in that prison scene maybe, and then he's let go, and we go through the episode of like his. But so then we have that in him talking to Swan. We have that things on fire scene. I'm guessing that is Lanfear raising the foregate, and that's a lot. That's a lot of things that need to happen in one episode, coupled with there's only one left, and Egwene is still in captivity. Rand is then still in Karyan. Matt's still in Karyan. So, spoilers, obviously, if we were to go by episode 8 being the season finale of book 2, or however that words, that is so much to cram into one episode, and they've been pretty tight on these show run times, and I just don't see how you could set up everybody to be in position and make it have drama, because we need Egwene being more in captivity, training with Asan-chan, them figuring out the collars. I just don't see how they have time. And that is an Amazon problem, and that is going to be something that I feel like will always be looming over this show. And so maybe Egwene doesn't get rescued this season. Maybe she doesn't. I don't know. Like, also, this preview has Matt with his hands clutching. I don't know if I saw this the entire fucking teaser.
I remember her.
Oh, sorry. I forgot that I had pulled that back. Yeah, I did my camera wrong.
That age.
Matt did not exist in this teaser trailer, but he was literally the cover art for it.
And we nearly lost everything.
And this whole thing you're doing with Swan, it puts all of it, the last battle, the fate of the world in jeopardy.
Yeah, so far, no Matt. I think I have to pause these every now and then.
What does the amulet seek want from me? Is this a trial? I saw what she did to the last man who called himself Drake.
Still no Matt.
Whatever comes.
Oh, no, my neighbor's mowing his lawn, you motherfucker.
Prepare him.
Ah, he's a cool guy, but this is the worst time. I need more blood and guts from Lanfear. Yeah, so I don't know how that's going to be enough time, and I'm going to cut this video short and make this little outro quick because the lawnmower is getting closer. I am super, super jazzed for this episode. If it's anything like the last one, should be very good. I just hope they can keep the steam, and I hope they can, like, they don't have time for slow bullshit. They don't have time to waste. And even if every minute of the next 2 episodes was bam, 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 like 30-second plot progressions, I still don't know if they'd have enough time. This is like season 8 of Game of Thrones. I remember it being like episode 3, and I was just like, bro, how are they going to close out this season and this series in 3 episodes? And that's on Amazon for making a fucking cash grab and only giving them 8 episodes. But anyways, looking forward to this. Let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know if you're concerned about the pacing and the time that's left, and what you think. Like, what book scenes do you think we get in the next 2 episodes? I don't think we get Flicker, guys. I don't think it happens. I'm gonna guess they're gonna go by the Waygate. Maybe Matt knows how to use. Maybe someone knows how to use the ways. That's how it's gonna happen. But anyways, thank you for watching. Have a good day. 2 more days until the next episode. Let's go.